after fiscal third quarter adjusted earnings at $2.59 a share. That was a 16-cent miss compared to analyst estimates.
Like deer in the headlights.
Yes, there's a lot of puns we could go with here. But keep in mind, the GAAP number was higher, 19 cents higher. That's factoring in the benefit of tax reform. Net sales, total net sales, better than expected, though, $9.29 billion. And the maker of farm and construction equipment reaffirming it expects net sales and revenues to increase by 26% for the full fiscal year. Equipment sales also projected to grow by about 30%. Net income also the same at $3.1 billion. CEO and Chairman Samuel Allen, noting, quote, farm machinery sales in North America and Europe made solid gains, while construction equipment sales moved sharply higher. That was thanks to the Reagan acquisition that Deere made last year. But that, quote, we have continued to face cost pressures for raw materials and freight, which are being addressed through a combination of cost management and pricing actions. Very similar comments to the ones we got last quarter. Deere's really sort of seen as at risk to this broader trade conflict between the U.S. and China, as China has leveled tariffs on key agricultural exports from the U.S., like soybeans. The thought process there is you see lower prices for those, potentially less demand for Deere's products. They've also, though, been dinged by higher steel prices that the tariffs there have helped push up as well. And you've seen that playing out in the shares for Deere. They're down about 19% over the past 6 months. They're down pre-market another 2% this morning, though I should note for 2017, huge gainer. They're up 50% last year.
It's like a microcosm of what we worry about, because the sales are soaring in the strong economy, but then it's a profit margin problem. And if you looked at the chart, it's like the stock peaked like 8 months ago, even though sales were up huge this quarter. They're indicated to be up huge next year. Why were sales? How can they do 30% increase in sales? Why?
Yeah.
What is that? Is that agricultural based? Or?
The majority of their sales are agricultural products, farm equipment. They do have this construction unit that's growing and growing pretty dramatically. One of the other things that they said in their SEC filing is that it's being driven right now by large equipment sales, despite the global trade tensions and other geopolitical risks, and that right now they're continuing to see demand, and they expect that through the rest of their fiscal year.